Hi everybody, today is February 27th. It's a gloomy Saturday, but I feel like doing a little venture. So today I'm going to go to Montoursville, Pennsylvania, to English's Model Railway Supply, which is the home of Bowser Manufacturing. It's something I've always wanted to do. I've never been there before, so maybe we'll see some trains when they drive down there and drive back, because I'll be along the Southern Tier line for a little bit, and then I'll be near the Sayre, Pennsylvania yard. So we might get lucky and see some real trains, but let's go.
All right, we're in Sayre, Pennsylvania, and we got a train.
All right, I made it to English's. It took forever going to the countryside of Pennsylvania, but I'm going in, and I don't know if I'll do any videoing inside there because I'm getting here kind of late and I just want to be able to see everything. All right, I just came out of the store. Wow. If you ever get a chance to come here in Montoursville, Pennsylvania, to the English Model Train Supply Store, owned by Bowser, I believe. Holy cow. Mind blow. And I know I didn't see everything, and there's just tons of parts if you're looking for parts and stuff, and like any kind of KD you want. But I spend more money than I've ever spent in my life in one shot at a hobby shop. So when I get home, I'll show you what I got. And I got some cool stuff. Not a lot, but it's cool and pricey. Okay, see you in a bit. In case you're wondering what the drive was like, it's 2 hours of this. And this is the first time I've not had a car in front of me or one tailgating me. But it's actually quite pretty out here in Pennsylvania. I imagine it's probably fantastic in the fall. But it's just a 2-hour grind, basically, to get down to that train shop. But right now I'm heading home, so maybe we'll get lucky and see another train on the way home. Okay, so here's what I got at English Model Supply down in Montoursville, Pennsylvania. And I know I should have showed on the video inside the store, but honestly, I didn't get to see everything because I got there late. I'm always running late. And so I'm definitely going to go back because that was a fantastic store. So as you can see here, I got 2 engines, 2 cars, a magazine, and some parts. And now we'll take a closer look at everything. Alright, so you can see I got the latest issue of Rail Pace magazine. If you're in the Northeast, that's a fantastic magazine. I picked up some KD wheels. Whoop. Okay, I'm back. I dropped it. But anyways, some KD wheels with the built-in coupler pocket on them. I'll put that on an expensive lightweight car to give it better weight. Some Cal Scale. This is going to be hard to see. A little round number board, or whatever you want to call it, number plate for the front of a steam engine that I'm working on. And this is cool. This is 3D printed icebreaker. This would go in a hopper car, open hopper car. And obviously I got to paint this. And they run this through tunnels to break icicles in the wintertime. Alright, this is a Bachmann Silver Series nickel plate road gondola with tire load. And Bachmann has stepped up their detail on their cars. And it has metal wheels, and it does have plastic couplers, but they have real springs. But I'll probably change those out. And then I got this from Broadway Limited. This thing is neat. I've been wanting one of these for a long time. They call this Cryogenic Tank Car. And this thing's got some really great detail. Of course, metal wheels and kitty couplers. But this thing is just cool. This is the Athearn Genesis powered by our people Union Pacific locomotive, the SD70 Ace. And as soon as Union Pacific announced that they were going to make this engine, I couldn't wait to get one in HO. I mean, I just think that paint scheme is just so cool. And I'll put it on track for you so you can hear it. Alright, this is a Bowser SD40F, SD40-2F, excuse me. And that's what it's got, DC with sound. And I wanted to get in all my modern collection locomotives from all the Class 1 railroads in the United States, or North America, I should say. And the one I didn't have was Canada. I know they're not still running this locomotive anymore on CP, but I think it's just so cool because it's got the portal windows on it. It's full body. You got your winterized hatches. And this thing is heavy. Bowser did a great job on this engine. And I'll run this one for you too. So now I have every Class 1 railway in my collection. Alright, so here we have the SD40-2F. And this one is really smooth running. The horn tends to do a little vibration in the shell. Otherwise, it's a beautiful locomotive. And the SD70 Ace. Okay, since I showed you what I got at English Model Train Supply, I thought I'd also show you some other stuff I've gotten recently. Something I usually call from the dispatch desk, which I do have an outfit for. I bought a hat, sleeve bands, vest, and all that jazz. I just don't have a desk, so I gotta work on that. But anyways, here we go. This is a Bowser Baldwin VO1000. It is DCC with sound. And I got this at Dave's Trains and Things in Binghamton. It was new old stock. And I'm not a Reading guy, but I wanted a Bowser engine. And at the time I didn't have any. So I picked up this, plus the VO1000 is just a cool engine. Then we have the Atlas GP38. I don't know if this is a -2 or just an 8. But anyways, in the first responders paint scheme for Norfolk and Southern, and this is DCC and sound. And now that I got this one, this is the first Atlas engine I've got that's DCC and sound. Now that I got this one, I kind of want the was it the SD60M or something that the wide cab they did in this paint scheme. And another piece I got that was new old stock from Dave's Trains and Things in Binghamton. This is an Athearn Blue Box. It's a dummy engine, and I already started working on it. I put on the handrails and stuff, and you know, I put them on. I take a pair of pliers and I pinch all the pieces in place, and I do a little touch of super glue. And once it gets warm out, I'll spray paint the railings black. I'll take them off the engine, obviously. And I've already moved the horn back to here. It was up here, and I bought this little air conditioning unit to put on there. So that's a work in progress. And then also from Dave's Trains and Things, these are both, they're used, but they're Atlas. And these are so cool. They're wood reefer cars. You know, nice detail, metal wheels. It's got that Atlas quality. I'm really becoming a big fan of Atlas stuff because it has a lot of detail, but price-wise, and they're a little more robust, I think, than some other models. And I got this from Dave's Trains and Things. A used piece. It's a Bowser covered hopper where somebody's done some like weathering on it and stuff. But I didn't have that row number, so I decided to pick this up. And I did upgrade it with metal wheels. I changed out the couplers. And another item from Dave's Trains and Things. This is, I believe, a Mantua. And you know what? I liked this as a kid and never got one. So you know what? Why not as an adult? And it did come with Katie compatible couplers. And so I put metal wheels on it. They didn't spin very well. So I did use the truck tuner tool, or tuner tool, that I showed you in a previous video to make the wheels spin nice and free. And once again, another item from Dave's Trains and Things. This is an Athearn Blue Box CSX bay window caboose, and I painted the brake wheels yellow. Let me show you. The railings white, and then the ladder gray. I had gray paint that pretty much matched the gray of the model. And I also put in windows. You can see from the glare. It looks so much better when you put windows in. And the final piece that I got from Dave's Trains and Things. This is an odd caboose. As you can read on it, Grand Encampment of the Knights Templar of the United States of America. It's just so odd. And I don't know why this group would make this. There was an engine that went with it. Dave didn't have the engine. And from what I can find online, you know, they came as a set, but what the relationship is between trains and this group, I have no idea, but it was just kind of cool because it says Templar on it. Alright. On eBay, I got this fantastic, I think this is Ambrose. It's all wood. Cattle car. And it's got these unique, they're KDK compatible, but see the pin is in the front of the coupler? That's unusual. Older design, but whoever built this did a beautiful job. I really like it. I'll show you the bottom here. Not bad detail for a very old car. And then I'll show you the auto rack. I got this from Train World. This is an Intermountain. It's those, they're beautiful auto racks, the ones that are see-through. I don't know if you can, no, you really can't see. But anyways, that's all metal paneling. And these things are just so cool. The doors open, but I haven't opened them because they said they're delicate, so I haven't really messed with it. But I've been wanting one of these for a long time because I have a bunch of auto racks, but I never had an Intermountain version. And then from a shop up in Syracuse, New York, called Junction, I got this Mike's Toy Train operating car for Lionel. And you know, it's based off an old scale model that they made years ago, and then they did an HO. I have another one of these somewhere that's Harley Davidson. But that's a cool piece. And, you know, and it lights up and these spin around, the little trains inside. This is the Athearn Prime for Grime series. And this is a Dansville and Mount Morris Railroad boxcar. Although it doesn't really, it just has initials, I think, on the back here. It's all patched out. And it's funny, I've done a car like this and I hated it when I made it myself, but you know, they make it, I think it looks cool. But since it's a, you know, a railroad that's not that far from here, I picked that up. This is a Walters 50-foot boxcar, D&M. So I never had this railroad, so I wanted to get one. Plus it has the blue trucks, which are always cool. And what's interesting is the blue axles, which I don't know if the real one had blue axles, but whatever, I guess. Another Walters 50-foot box, the UPS. Now, obviously UPS doesn't have box cars, but I just think it was cool, so I wanted one. So last one in stock, and I got it. And finally, from Junction, this is a Mike's Toy Train 40-foot I Love New York boxcar from the Delaware and Hudson. And I believe these were done in early mid-80s. And I think they painted them in Oneonta, New York, when they used to have a shop up there. And I remember seeing these on the tracks when I was a kid. So, and since I do love New York, I had to get this car. And finally, my last new item. How about this puppy? Blaine Heath mug. By the way, Heath, you watch this. If I do a merch line, I'll be waiting for your order if you get my drift. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching.